See if Kelly Bairn was in some sort of beauty competition, I could totally see you doing something like that.
And the clouds are storming here. Just like,
I know. That is like the most I see you get excited when you're talking about weather stuff.
I would get very enthused there, but it's really cool. Hopefully she inspires a lot of young minds out there, and having a scientist on stage, that is really cool. So,
yeah.
big fan of that.
And like just the visually, it was pretty impressive
It
too.
was some cool experiments.
Yeah. All right. Well, we do want to take a look at the weather because it just looks nasty in some parts.
It is. I had a friend text me and say it's horrific outside. So I haven't really been outside in the rain yet, but I can just see here. I've been tracking it indoors, but our cameras are showing quite the windy and rainy day in Portland, and also for other portions of our region here, mostly out towards the coast and further north. That's where we're seeing some of that heavy rain. Portland now sitting at 55 degrees, low 50s out towards Astoria. We've been tracking this mighty atmospheric river here over the past several days. It's now funneling in a lot of moisture out towards Astoria and further north up the Washington coast, and then towards the northeast here up the I-5 corridor, Longview out towards Vancouver. We're seeing heavy rain. So Cannon Beach, Seaside, again, we're seeing some flooding out in that region. You can see that just defining line of rain here. So Portland is just on the edge of it and seeing some of that wet weather. Salem getting some light showers here and there. Further south, we are dry. So again, we're seeing a lot of that heavier stuff out towards the northwest portions of Oregon here and in the valley. So rain totals since midnight are very impressive. Astoria, just over 2.5 inches of rain. And by the end of the evening time, we could be closer to 3 here, maybe tying some records or even breaking some rainfall records out towards Astoria. Vancouver picking up about 1/4 inch of rain. Kelso, 3/4 of an inch of rain. And Portland will likely top off today around 3/4 of an inch to maybe 1/2 inch of rain by the end of the day. Out towards Seattle, also impressive. This city here dealing with lots of flooding out towards the metro areas of Seattle there. 2.5 inches of rain since midnight. That is incredible there. So we do have a flood watch still in place for the Portland metro area. That also extends down the coast here. Also that high wind warning in place too. Just lots of weather, again, hitting the beaches. And we'll still need to watch out for our rivers and our creeks, especially out towards the coast through the weekend. That heavy rain still continues as we head towards Saturday morning. Current wind speeds have been breezy too. We've been seeing gusts out towards Newport around 50 miles per hour since the morning hours. Tillamook closer to about 30 to 45 mile per hour gusts. In Portland, we were getting some wind gusts close to about 25 to 30 miles per hour, and we're still seeing that now. Likely through the afternoon, we'll keep some breezy winds in place and sustained winds close to about 15 to 20 miles per hour. So it's very breezy out there, and also paired with those areas getting rain, a bit stormy out there too. So the FUTURECAST will keep that defining line of rain more towards the northwest. So wet weather for the coast still and for portions of Portland. But as we head towards our evening and overnight hours, this model again brings that rain slowly down, and we'll start to see more rain entering portions of the valley through the overnight hours into Saturday morning. So we are expecting wet weather in the valley going into Saturday. Many folks want to keep some rain gear nearby. If you're going to be out Saturday morning, it does look wet all around the region. We start to dry out by the afternoon and evening on Saturday. We'll see some wraparound moisture Sunday, but overall this atmospheric river does look to head out the door here as we head towards the end of the weekend. So forecast rain totals through tonight. We should see totals close to about 1/4 of an inch of rain to about 1/3 of an inch of rain. Much of that heavier rain again focused out towards the beaches, and especially the north coast of Oregon, southwest coast of Washington. By the end of, again, the storm system, Portland will likely top off around 2 to maybe 3 inches of rain. And from now through the end of Sunday, maybe 1.5 inches of rain. So this will be a wet event for many folks. Again, a lot of that rain coming overnight again in Portland and down the valley. Out towards the passes, we're seeing wet weather out there. So not much snow, but we could see some going into Sunday. Here's our zone planner. We'll stay in the 50s for today. Quick 7-day forecast. The rain continues into the weekend. Again, a wet Saturday. By Christmas next week, a lot colder and likely fairly dry. Yeah.